Welcome to What Is, the channel where we answer the most important what is questions. And today's question is, what is a unicorn? These magnificent beasts have captured our imaginations for centuries with their ethereal beauty and otherworldly charm. But have you ever stopped to think about what exactly is a unicorn? In Celtic mythology, the unicorn is said to be a symbol of purity and grace, often associated with the goddess of the hunt. One of the earliest depictions of a unicorn-like creature can be found on a silver platter from the 3rd century BC, discovered in the tomb of the Scythians king, which is located in modern-day Ukraine. The image shows a horse-like animal with a single horn on its head. Its choice as the national animal reflects the cultural significance it has held throughout the centuries. The unicorn's presence can be traced back to early Scottish literature, such as the Liber na Húdra, also known as the Book of the Dun Cow, which dates back to the 7th century. Are they just a product of human imagination, or do you believe that they exist somewhere in the world? And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our fascinating content. We have lots of interesting videos coming up that you won't want to miss. Thanks for joining us on this journey of discovery. And until next time, keep exploring the world and all its wonders. Who knows, you might just stumble upon a unicorn of your own. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your opinions. In this manuscript, the unicorn symbolizes the purity and grace of Scottish culture. Over the years, the unicorn has become a prominent feature of Scottish heraldry, appearing on the royal coat of arms and other official seals. Its inclusion in the Scottish royal coat of arms dates back to the 15th century. In the coat of arms, a unicorn is shown chained, representing the taming of the wild beast, which symbolizes the power of Christ subduing evil. Interestingly, the unicorn is depicted wearing a blue collar with a golden crown, signifying its status as a creature of both magic and royalty. The unicorn's enduring popularity in Scotland led to it being chosen as the national animal in 1797, when the Scottish Parliament passed an act officially recognizing the unicorn as a national emblem. Today, the unicorn remains an integral part of Scottish culture and identity, representing the country's unique heritage and traditions. Another early reference to the unicorn can be found in the ancient Greek writer Ctesias's work, the Indica, where he describes a creature with a white body, a single gold horn on its forehead, and hooves like an elephant. The unicorn has been a creature of myth and legend for centuries, appearing in folklore and mythology from various cultures around the world. With its roots in ancient civilizations, the unicorn has been depicted in art and literature as a symbol of purity, grace, and magic. During the Middle Ages, the unicorn was believed to have healing powers, and its horn was highly sought after. However, most of these horns were actually from other animals, such as narwhals and deer. In modern times, the unicorn has regained some of its mythical status, appearing in popular culture and fantasy literature. The unicorn is also the national creature of Scotland, a country that has embraced the unicorn as a symbol of its culture and heritage. During the Middle Ages, the unicorn was depicted as a wild and untamable creature, often shown as a fierce fighter, able to defend itself against lions and other predators. It was believed that the unicorn's horn had magical powers and could purify water and detect poison. However, as time went on, the image of the unicorn began to change. It started to be depicted as a more gentle and graceful creature, often shown as a symbol of purity and innocence. This shift in perception was reflected in literature as well. The unicorn became a popular subject in poetry and art, symbolizing the beauty and wonder of the natural world. The Mayas, an ancient civilization in Central America, had their own version of the unicorn, which they called the tlicolotle. These horns were said to be able to cure a variety of ailments, including blindness and paralysis. The demand for unicorn horns was so high that a black market trade developed. Most of the horns sold were not from real unicorns, but from other animals, such as narwhals, whose tusks were carved to look like unicorn horns. Other times, the horns were made from the antlers of deer or the claws of tortoises. The trade in fake unicorn horns continued into the 18th and 19th centuries, when the French chemist Louis Jablonski published a paper on the supposed healing properties of unicorn horn. He actually provided further evidence that they were not from real unicorns. He noted that the horns were often too perfectly smooth to be genuine, and that they seemed to be mass-produced. The use of unicorn horns in traditional medicine persisted in some cultures until the 20th century. Despite the lack of scientific evidence to support their effectiveness, the belief in their healing properties remains strong. Even today, unicorn horns are sometimes used as a symbol of purity and magic, as seen in the popular fantasy series Harry Potter. This creature was said to have the body of a deer and a single horn on its forehead, and it was revered as a sacred animal. Some believe that the unicorn's association with purity and magic originated from its perceived rarity and elusiveness. After all, for many people, the unicorn remained a creature of myth and legend, only glimpsed from a distance or in fleeting moments, which added to its allure and mystique. This perception was further reinforced by stories and folklore that portrayed unicorns as shy and gentle creatures that could only be tamed by those with pure hearts. The unicorn became a symbol of innocence and purity, often used to represent the Virgin Mary in Christian art and literature. This association was particularly strong in Europe during the Middle Ages, when tales of unicorns became popular. Join us on a journey to uncover the secrets of these enigmatic creatures and explore the truth behind their existence, or maybe their non-existence. So without further ado, let's delve into the fascinating world of unicorns and discover what they really are. What is a unicorn? Have you ever wondered about the mystical creature known as the unicorn? Before we start, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any new videos. Folklore and mythology. The unicorn has deep roots in folklore and mythology, appearing in ancient texts and legends from various cultures around the world. Historic roots. The unicorn's historic roots can be traced back to ancient civilizations. Trade in unicorn horns. The trade in unicorn horns boomed during the Middle Ages when people believed that they had magical healing properties. The national creature of Scotland. The unicorn is the national creature of Scotland, a country steeped in rich history and folklore. Now, let's take a quick recap of what we have learned. But we would like to ask you, what do you think about unicorns? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends.